All right, everyone. Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Gold Digger Girl. And I just want to make sure we're live because it's saying there's an error. So can you guys let me know in the comments? Okay. Yeah, we'll just give it a second here to make sure. But for those on Instagram, hey, what's up, guys? Okay, it says 3 live viewers. Praise God, hallelujah. All right. So the joys of the internet, because we have a storm that just rolled through. And I know that we have right here in our community, we were impacted right, Team Gold Digger with the tornado last night. So just prayers for that community and anyone else impacted by that, because it's nature. You can't do anything about it, but you can pray. So prayers for anyone going through anything in their own communities. And for today, for day 3, I'm really excited to do this training with you guys because we're in the home stretch of this information, which is really exciting. And why I'm so excited about this is because you made it to day 3. There's so many times where people sign up for things and they just don't make it through, right? We have a reward for you. We're going to give you our Gold Digger Manifesto. It's 8.5 by 11. You can print it off. You can frame it. You can just make it your screensaver on your computer. And it's all the words to describe to us what it means to be a gold digger. And we want you to have that displayed proudly because you are a gold digger, okay? You can always say, I'm a gold digger and gold diggers do hard things. I'm a gold digger and gold diggers achieve their goals. Like that self-identity of a gold digger means something to us and we want it to mean something to you as well. Okay. So you should be really proud of yourselves for that. Also, we do have our winner, Yvonne Pulido. You won our swag set from yesterday. I just want to make sure I didn't forget to say that. So congratulations, Yvonne. That's awesome. You will just connect with our team, just send us a message and we'll get you the link to pick out your swag and we'll get that shipped off to you. So congratulations, which is awesome. And I'd love to know how everyone's doing this morning. So I see lots of good mornings. Yes. Good morning to all of you guys as well. Good morning to you guys on all the other platforms as well. Oh, LinkedIn didn't start. That's what it was. That's okay. LinkedIn, you'll just have to watch the replay. Okay, so we had a wedding last night, and one of my closest friends, I've known her for 22 years. We met in Europe, actually, which is super random. We both studied abroad, and that's where we met. We ended up just going across all across Europe for months through a study abroad program. And we had a lot of free time as well and have been really close friends ever since. And I let Elise fill out the little card and she drew a picture of them. It's super cute. And then when I went to put the card in like the gift thing, it said, she wrote on there, I swear on my life, she wrote, "You do you." I was like, what does that even mean? You do you. So I'm hoping that she receives that with a smile on her face. But it was really, really amazing to see her be so happy and find the love of her life. And they were high school sweethearts and they reconnected. I mean, it was just like out of a movie. He sang her a song. Like she didn't know he was going to do it. He like wrote her a song and like sang it at the ceremony. It was just awesome. And it was just in that moment where I was like, this is what life's all about. You know, it's just about these beautiful moments that we get to experience, and creating more moments like that does take us building these businesses. You know, that's why I'm so passionate about this, is that these businesses and the income that we generate allow us to create memories and go do things with our families and help other people and all the things. So I'm so grateful that you guys are here with us. So let us know how you're doing this morning. So I just also want to remind you guys that this model that I'm sharing with you guys, it trumps everything out there. Okay. This trumps all the different tactics and strategies and, you know, overnight success. I believe in my heart that this model trumps everything because we are teaching you how to build beautiful brands that will last a lifetime. And that you can do anything that you want with your business through your brand because it is centered around you. Okay. And it's your time to shine. It's your time to show up and it's your time to stand out on social media. Okay. So before I kick off the rest of day 3, today we're going to be talking about nurturing your community with value and rocking your sales funnels. And first, I'm going to bring back from backstage one of our amazing students. I just adore this woman because she's just a go-getter and she's just an awesome human. So I wanted you guys to meet her and our team as well. So you guys can hear a little bit from one of our students. So from backstage, Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi, everyone.
I love your pink. You are rocking it. With your pink lipstick and your earrings.
I had to show up with a little bit of brand color going.
Yes, I love it. Well, thank you for representing. So kick it off. Tell us a little bit about you, who you are, what you do, how did you get into entrepreneurship?
All right. Well, I am Anna, and I just kind of have been in entrepreneurship on and off throughout my life. But a little bit about me is I have 3 kids. They are my reason, they are my why. My oldest is 19. She is a freshman in college. She loves theater, and we actually get to go to her first play in college
Wow.
Saturday. So super excited about that. And then she also does marching band, and she's studying nursing. And then I have a 16-year-old who is a sophomore in high school who loves football and wrestling, wants to be a police officer. And then my youngest is 12 and he's a 6th grader. So I have no more babies in elementary school, which was kind of like, oh,
right, they're growing up.
He likes football and he does basketball and he wants to be a biologist. So the one thing that I love about being a parent is that we can teach our kids to follow their dreams. And I really feel like being an entrepreneur, they get to watch you live your dreams and you're showing them how to do it. And so I don't ever say dreams too big. Like I just talked to my daughter about, imagining herself like up on stage, or doing like the big screen. So, and the same with my son that's, he wants to play football too. So not only does he want to be a police officer, but he wants to play football, like every kid's dream. So
absolutely.
There is nothing difference between you and anybody else. So I'm also a registered nurse. So I work full time on top of running a business and getting ready to start a coaching business, launching that. So I do discharge planning at the hospital for inpatient psych.
Okay.
And I also do like the insurance stuff. So behind the scenes, kind of going through clinicals and talking to the insurance companies. So like I said, my direct sales journey started, I want to say I more like dabbled at it in the beginning. It was all party based back then. There was not even social media to go to.
How long have you been doing though? I feel like it's been a while. When did you first start doing?
So I was introduced right before my husband and I got married. So a little over 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is. But I didn't really I went out, did the party based, and then I was had kids and I was like, oh, that'll take me away from my kids. And now looking back, I'm like, my job has taken me away from my kids more than this industry ever would have. Mm-hmm. So if I would have known then what I know now, but God has a journey for us. He has a path. Yes. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for that. So
yeah, 100%. So thank you for sharing that. And I could tell you're a proud mama, which I love. That makes my heart so happy. You're a great mom, just to build that belief in them. And it's just awesome. Yes. So what brought you into our programs? What had you looking at working with us?
So I did start the social media aspect of network marketing in 2019. And the company that I was with, now I'm always said, I'm coachable. I'm a hard worker. I've been working since I was 13. I was raised by a single mom. That's what we do. Well, that was teaching to go spam messages, and my Facebook page, if you go back, they're probably still up there from 2019 with all the products.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And I didn't get anywhere. COVID happened. At the time I was working in the emergency room with mental health patients. I was like, I need to take I couldn't go on Facebook. And then when I was ready to get back, I just felt this need to pivot and go somewhere else. So I started praying to God and was introduced to a company that I helped launch. Was taught a little bit different, had some really good success to begin with. And then I kind of hit this plateau. And I started thinking, okay, I kind of knew deep down that it was something in myself holding myself back.
Ooh, yeah.
But I didn't know what to do. And I also knew that I needed to figure out how to build my audience. And I didn't know how to do that. So I started listening to podcasts and kind of started doing some free trainings, paid for some training. And then I happened to come across your podcast and fell in love with you. And I was like, oh, I think you were doing the Facebook party challenge. Okay. And I was like, oh, I got to go find her on Facebook. So I did that. Jumped in on the challenge. And in that week's worth of content, I learned more in that week than I had in the years prior doing.
Wow. You were really in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I jumped into the 6-figure breakthrough program. And one of the things that I love about, the Goal Digger programs is that first step is that mindset piece, which is what I really needed.
Yes.
More so than I can even express. Like, I want to say there is no price tag that you can put on that value when you learn to discover who you are as a person and stop like doubting yourself. I mean, I had such, like, I didn't feel like I was worthy. That comes from like childhood trauma, abandonment issues, all of those things. And I was driving to work one day, listening to one of our trainings in the program, and they were talking about making 6 figures. And I said to myself, I wish I could make 6 figures. And then I stopped and I was like, wait a minute, I make 6 figures. So it was that moment where I was like, how much was I holding myself back?
Yes.
It was like that. Oh.
Yes. I know people are always like, I warn them, because when you log in, you're like, mindset. I thought she was going to tell me how to get leads from my reels, but we know it's exactly what you said it's usually we just have to get out of our own way. But then that belief and confidence and self-worth, because you're not going to show up, you're not going to reach out, you're not going to have posture with an invitation for someone to look at your opportunity if you're not confident in yourself,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now I know like what my value is. And I'm not saying that there's still not like daily struggles. And anytime you reach like that, you conquer one goal, like you're going to hit that glass ceiling again and have to work through it. So having that foundation and knowing like I can go back and restudy, or just like having that awareness. Cause now I'm aware, like when that negative talk comes in, I hear it. Like before I never heard it. Like it was just in the background, running in the background, and I never heard it. And like now I'm totally aware when I'm doing it. I'm like, ooh, step back, stop.
So loud and proud, we're going to shut that thing down. Oh my gosh, that is powerful. People are saying they relate to that too, which is so beautiful. So, and what would you say to those that are considering our programs? Are you an ILC?
Yes. So I did. Yep.
Okay. So can you tell them a little bit about, if they're considering the programs, what would you say to those that are not worked with us before? What's your experience been inside the programs?
I really love the community. So there's the Facebook group, there's the chats, you have your coach. I mean, anytime that you have questions, they can get answered. You do have to utilize that. I love, having the Trello board and the checklist, and I just kind of love everything because you read through the content and then there's steps to implement. And so it's not just read through this content and then go figure it out. Like there's steps of what to do. And if I have questions, like I can go back. I just was messaging Wendy a couple of days ago and I was like, I, need some help. Like I'm kind of have this vision of what I want for the coaching, but not exactly sure. And she's like, all right, it sounds like you're ready for a call. So
yeah. And I think, when you're in these programs, 6-figure breakthrough is more of a group coaching program. Obviously, there's lots of avenues to connect with myself and Wendy and our team. I would say our team, like as far as back behind the scenes, are more involved with our students than any other company. Like you guys are going to connect with our tech, our operations director, our marketing, like it's crazy. But Ignited Life Coaching is even more access because you can unlock those calls. And you will be able to have your questions answered and get the support you need. Because I think people are afraid that when they come in these programs and make this investment, there's not going to be somebody to go to. Like they're like, I know you're saying this content is great, but what if I have a question? What if I need help? So you feel that you've gotten the support that you've needed?
Absolutely. And you always have there's an area where we can ask questions and they'll either be covered live or like in the comments. And so those are helpful, even if you don't have a question to go through, because you might find something in there that you're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have even thought about that. But now you're getting information that way too. And same with like the group chats, people will bring up stuff and you're like, oh, I wouldn't have even thought of that. And you're getting answers to questions you didn't even know you had.
Yes, exactly. I love that so much. Yeah. There's there's power in hearing from other people and like what they're going through and all of that. That's awesome. So obviously there's an investment of money, time, different things. What would you say to the person who's on the fence and they're like, and I think honestly, usually it's just them being worried about themselves showing up and doing the work and actually doing it. It's not anything with us. But what would you say to someone on the fence right now they've never invested with us before and they're like, I don't know, what would you say to them?
I'm going to say I can totally relate because I was in that same place and like, ooh, like what if I invest this money and it doesn't work? But then the other side is what if I don't invest the money? Where will I be in a year from now? Where will I be 2 years from now? Like I'm going to be stuck in the same place because I don't have the answers I needed and I don't have the guidance that I needed. And so I think if you're on that fence, you need to take the leap because it's going to be, and you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your family. You're investing in your business. There's so much more. Like when I go back to the mindset piece, like there's growth that happened there that is impacting every aspect of my life, not just my business. It's my family and life. It's how I feel. And there's no price tag to be put on that. But then the value that I've gained on how to move forward in my business is priceless too, because you're going to earn that back tenfold.
Oh yeah, I so agree with you. I love that so much. You're so good. Thank you so much for sharing because it's so honest. You're so authentic and honest, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna I'm gonna put her name up on the screen so you guys can see her. So Anna Pexa, you can go connect with her on Facebook and follow her and say hello, DM her, let her know that you saw her on the interview today. And she's an open book if you guys have any questions. I know we have a lot of nurses and those in the service professional profession in our community too. So I'm sure they can really relate to your story. And I just appreciate you being on, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you for asking me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Isn't that cool, guys? I love hearing those stories. And she's right. It all starts with you, okay? So we will teach you all the things with social media and all the cool things you can do with automating, putting your leads on autopilot, building your audience, and how do you actually close people in Messenger. We're going to teach you all of that. And we have to figure out what's going on with you. Okay. And that's the biggest pride we take in our programs is the aha moments, the breakthroughs, you seeing yourself as worthy, valuable. And in my opinion, we are all God's children and he wants all of us to be successful and prosperous. And we get to claim that. And that's what we do is we encourage you to see that as well. Okay. So awesome, Anna. Thank you. And welcome you guys for those that popped in at the beginning. We're on day 3 now, and we're going to be talking about nurturing your community with value and rocking your sales funnel. First, though, I'm going to give you guys our final bonuses. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have our programs open until we close the master class down officially. Okay. All of these live streams will be up until Tuesday night at midnight in guide number 7. So if you're on Instagram or another platform, guide number 7 inside of Goal Digging Boss Babe. So if you want to go and binge listen, or if you've just found these videos because someone invited you, all of this is coming down Tuesday at midnight, and we do take it down. Okay. So don't come in on Wednesday like, where is it? It happens every time. We are legit taking it down. So we have that deadline. We're also closing the programs at that time, okay? Because our next class of students, it's classes in session, all right? So Tuesday night at midnight, we're closing our programs. And we've never had this aggressive of an offer before in celebration of our 5-year anniversary. You can go back and look at past trainings and you'll see the price point was significantly higher. So if you're wondering, if now is a good time or not, now is a good time for you. Absolutely. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys the final bonuses. If I can figure out how to do it. One day it's just going to be flawless. Okay. First thing, if you are in 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, we are going to throw in a bonus for you. It's an in-person mastermind. I don't know if you guys can guess where this is, or you can see the name in the corner. But for those of you in 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, we're scheduling the date right now still, so we'll let you guys know. We are hosting a 2-day in-person mastermind in Austin, Texas. So I live in Austin. We haven't done an event in Austin yet. And Allison said, Kimberly, why don't you just do something in your backyard? It'll be so easy for you. And I was like, people love Austin. Why have I not opened up my home to our community? So for those of you in 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy, that enroll right now between now and Tuesday night when we close this down, we're going to give you this bonus. If you've already enrolled during this week while it's been open, you also will get this as well. Okay. And then if you're in Ignited Life Coaching and want to attend, there's a minimal fee for you guys as well. Okay. So what we'll host for you is a 2-day in-person experience where we'll rent out an event space at the JW Marriott. I've been here before. I did a girls' staycation. If you've not been to Austin, you guys, let me know in the comments if you're super excited to come to Austin. It is amazing. Okay, I cannot say enough good things about it. And we'll make sure it's a time of year where it's warm and nice and all the things. But you guys will get to come to Austin, Texas for a 2-day in-person experience, okay? And we'll have a mastermind, just an intensive where we're really going to go all in on the building blocks of your business, okay? For those of you stepping into Ignited Life Coaching, we actually have this coming up, so you can come to the one in May or you can come to next year's. But this one's a little more, there's more that you get with it. So we have a retreat that we do. So we actually cover your lodging for this one. You just have to get yourself there. And so we're going to be going to Destin, Florida next month in May. So you guys still have time to come to that one, or you can come to the next one. And this one is really, really great because we get that intimate experience and time together, and we rent some houses near the beach. Our VIP students get to be on the beach. So, I mean, look at this. Like, how fabulous is this? Like, could you imagine waking up to this? Where are my beach people? I love the beach. Oh my gosh. So for those of you that are doing Ignited Life Coaching with us, you are going to get your lodging covered, the retreat, all the things. And that one is, you'll come in Thursday nights, the week after Mother's Day. We'll be together Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then you can head back home. Okay. So both of them are where breakthroughs have happened. Who's been to our in-persons? Let us know in the comments what it's been like for you. I don't know what it is, but when you get me in a room and get my team in a room with you, it's like people are changed. Okay. It's like, woo, it's just wild. So we're going to give that to you guys as a bonus, the in-person experience for the different program levels there. So that's a bonus for you guys, which is really exciting. I love the beach. I'm still working on my husband to give me the sign of approval. He does safety. He works for Texas, the state of Texas, and manages emergency risk management. So he's like, I'm like, no. We need a place on the beach. So I'm going to manifest that, and you all can come hang out with me. But in the interim, we're going to do the Ignited Life Coaching Retreat together. It's going to be awesome. And our final bonus is this. For those stepping into six-figure breakthrough, and by the way, if you're just joining us, our programs are open right now. You can connect with our team for details. We do have a Q&A session tomorrow that you can come to hear more. If you want to jump into six-figure breakthrough, just put 6FB if you want the details for that. And then if you want to jump into Ignited Life Coaching, put ILC. So for six-figure breakthrough, our final bonus is a mini branding package. What we found is a lot of times your social presence isn't where it needs to be, as we've talked about. So our professional team of branding experts will transform your social media. So we're going to give you a beautiful Facebook cover, but in that process, we're going to identify what is your I am statement, who you are, who do you want to be known for. We're going to make sure the colors, the fonts, all the things look sweet, sharp, classy. They jump out. I mean, they're just going to be fire. Okay. That first impression is so important, and you'll get your assets that you can use for future Canva. You'll get the editable version so you can pull from that and make your own graphics from that. Isn't that cool? So you get a mini branding package just to take care of a few basic things for your social channels. Okay. We're covering that. And that's it's a pretty penny to have a good branding person work on your stuff. For Ignited Life Coaching, you get a full branding package because it's a higher investment level, and we are doing more with your brand at that point, obviously. So for Ignited Life Coaching, the full branding package is going to be a complete branding package. So we're going to have all your social assets updated. So your Facebook cover, your Facebook group cover, any templates you need for your social media. We're going to have your a landing page completed by our team. We're going to have your email sequences written by our team and put together. I shouldn't say written by the team. We have the templates for you to tweak them for you, and then our team will sync them all up and do all the techie part for you and get everything working together. Wouldn't that be nice? Because I know a lot of you are stuck in the tech area. We're also going to help you get ready for your launches. So in Ignited Life Coaching, we teach you how to launch your offer. And so you're going to need your challenge registration. You're going to need all the graphics for that, just the whole, we call it a challenge kit. We're going to have all of that done for you, you guys. So when you're done with your branding package, your social media is set. It's on fire. You've got your lead magnet. You've got emails coming in. You've got people coming to your group. You've got your conversion events going. Like, it's all done for you, and it's going to look gorgeous because we've done these packages for a few years and they're incredible. Okay. That's a $15,000 value in itself. So bonuses today, depending on which program, they range from $10,000 value to $40,000 value. I know. You're welcome. Merry Christmas in April. Okay. So let's get you guys in the programs. Don't wait. Your time is now. We have a Q&A Zoom tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. If you'd like to come, connect with our team for details on that. Okay. We'll probably post the link for that in our Facebook group. Okay. So let's jump in. We've got a lot to cover today, just like the other days. We are going to go into VIP after this to dig into this content that we're talking about. Okay. So first up, Facebook groups are magical because of these key elements. So write this down in your workbook, or you can just use pen and paper and put this in your notes. Number one, community. Why are they magical? It's your community. This is your place. You need a container, okay? You need a place for your leads, a container. Think of it as somewhere you put your leads. If they're on Facebook, on your personal profile, or on Instagram, they're out in cyberspace. You don't know where they are, right? You need a place for them, okay? So Facebook groups are magical for creating community, and they're private and they can be more intimate. Maybe you can be a little more vulnerable. The members feel safer sharing in there because they know it's a closed community. Community is number one. Number two is content. Okay? So they're magical because the daily content you put in those groups, people are going to get notified when you're posting. And we want to make sure with the content in the Facebook group that it is about the group. Okay. So yesterday we worked on personal branding buckets, and this was a question asked in VIP. You've got your personal branding bucket. That's you. Okay. You're building yourself and your brand on your wall, on Instagram, out on social. In your Facebook group, the content is shifted a bit to be about the community and about the group. Okay. So yeah, you're still in it, but it's more about the group and offering value, whatever the group is about. So for ours, Goal Digging Boss Babes, our content is all about you being a boss in your business, right? I'm not sharing that I went to a wedding last night inside the Facebook group. Okay. Unless I could spin it somehow to make sense for the group. Okay. But we want value-based content in that group, and we want to be showing up every day, or the notifications will stop being in front of your community. Number three is conversation. So with conversation, what we want to do is when we create that content, we want to include a CTA, a call to action, because we want to prompt people to comment. And just so you guys know, it's completely normal. The first 100, 200, even 300 members, it takes time to get traction in these Facebook groups, and you just don't want to do the stop, go, and quit posting in there. But giving people a CTA and then replying to those comments and creating engagement is really good, because others will jump in. It tells Facebook that people like the content in there, so it's more likely to show it to others. Also, when you have conversation, this is going to happen in the DMs. So if somebody comments on a post in your Facebook group, look for a way to take it to Messenger. Okay. So here's an example. Let's say I did a post in my group and I said something about, time management and creating more time and just being really focused and efficient, all the things. And someone said, yeah, I'm really on the struggle bus because I'm working from home and I'm homeschooling and I'm just all over the place. I could DM them and say, hey, I totally understand where you're coming from. And you could send a resource from YouTube or a podcast if you don't have your own, and say, I found this video and it's all about time management for people working from home. Here, check it out. It might help you out. And they're going to be like, what? They're not going to go follow that person that you just shared their video with. They're going to follow you because you're looking out for them. And that gives you intel for content to create. Isn't that awesome? You just basically want to stop trying to sell people. Okay. Number 4 is conversion. And conversion means you want that person to convert into a sale. So number 4, the amazing thing in Facebook groups is you can create sales or conversions inside the Facebook group. So you just want to slow your roll and you will sell more. It's completely counterintuitive. It does not make any sense in your brain. And just ask yourself, is it working for you to be so salesy that you've been? Probably not. That's why you're here doing this training. So instead, we want to slow our roll. We want to stop trying to sell, and we will sell more. With conversions, when we do these conversions like this one we're doing, when we have for you inside of Six Figure Breakthrough, we'll teach you how to run your own free challenge, how to run sneak peek opportunity events. All of those are conversion events. We're going to teach you how to do those inside the program. What we're doing is we're building up the know, like, and trust factor. And you constantly want to do this. So write this down in your notes. You want to constantly ask yourself, how can I do better? How can I do better? Okay. How can I be someone that others want to do business with? How can I be better? This is the thing. We are in a market right now and in the economy where you can't get away with what you got away with 3 years ago. And this is in the corporate space, if you're an employee role or you're running a Facebook group, meaning it's different. The market has changed. Okay. We absolutely want to put ourselves in a position where people want to be around us. They want to work with us. They want to do business with us. There's way too many people out there doing the same thing that you do, like we talked about. So you have to stand out. You have to work harder. So it can't be this like, oh, I've got this group over here, and maybe I'll post in there. It needs to be, I'm all in with this group. I'm going to grow this group. I'm going to add value. I'm going to do things in here that people want to be a part of, and I'm going to see it through. Okay. Next paragraph, create a group that will make your prospects' life easier and more fulfilled. Create a group that will make your prospects' life easier and more fulfilled. So you want to think of your avatar. What we do is we think of lashes and nails. I need a group where I can promote my lashes and my nails or my athleisure wear. No, that is a VIP sales group. Okay, if you want to keep that or put all those people on a text list, or I would just put them in a group chat on Messenger personally, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a value-based group. So this is going to be where it's a beauty group, it's a mindset group, it's a productivity group, it's healthy hacks, it's active, being an active fit mom, it's lifestyle, nothing to do with the products. Okay. We had a woman in our community, in our Six Figure Breakthrough, Patty. Patty had a Facebook group. She went through Six Figure Breakthrough. She's like, okay, I'm ready to make a value-based Facebook group. And we said, what's something you would want to do for your group that you would love to add value to? And what kind of community do you want to create? She's like, well, it doesn't really go with what I sell, but can I do a walking group? And we were like, yes. So what she did is every day she would go walking. She would go live while she was walking, and she would tell the ladies about her shampoo. And she crushed it. She finally hit a rank she'd been stuck at for a year. And the rest is history. So you can have a group that has nothing to do with what you sell, and you can sell. Okay. Why did that work? Because she had a walking group, and she got people moving, and she got them walking, and she was fun because she's walking, shooting the crap, shooting the breeze. Is that the saying? I don't know. She was just chatting, and she was able to talk about her stuff. Okay. So smart. All right. I recommend that your group be non-selling focused, but instead content driven. I recommend that your group be non-selling focused, but instead content driven. So again, we do want to follow the 80-20 rule in our Facebook groups. So we don't want to be selling in our Facebook groups either. Okay. If you do a conversion event and you want to promote your stuff throughout that, we teach you how to do it where it's not salesy. It's more of a fun way to do it. And let's say, every Friday you want to feature something that you sell. If you can do it in a way that's non-salesy, so it can be something like, here are my 4 must-haves for this summer, and one of the 4 is something you sell, right? Work it in, have it be a little bit more organic than posting the graphic from the company. Okay. All right. Your Facebook group, you're going to work on this on your own. So there's some blanks to fill in here. My Facebook group name. So let's just revisit your name and make sure it still makes sense based on everything that you're learning this week. We don't want Nancy's Nails is the whole point. Okay. If you have a group, if your name is Nancy or Debbie or whatever, let's change that. We don't want Nancy's Nails. I would take your name out of the group. In the cover, you can have a picture of yourself, and you can put hosted by or with Kimberly Olson. You can put yourself in the cover, but the name of the group needs to be about the group and the members. So it's what's in it for them. Take yourself out of the equation. This is not about you, okay? Do not put the product in the name of the group cover, okay? If you do, that's your choice, and I don't recommend that, okay? So you might have to rebrand your group completely, or you might need to start over. Just make a decision and move on, okay? We do have an entire section on Facebook groups inside of Six Figure Breakthrough. And remember, for those of you in Ignited Life Coaching, you get all of Six Figure Breakthrough as well. So you can go in there and work on that. My community will be based around, what's it going to be based around? Health and wellness. Is it going to be, remember, not about the product. So you're going to have recipes. You're going to have healthy hacks. You're going to have meal prep, meal planning, going to a farmer's market, right? Workouts, essential oils for home remedies. You're going to have all the other things that you can share and you can work your products in, okay? But the focal point is not your products. Very important to understand that. People will want to join my Facebook group because, why do people want to join your Facebook group? So put that down in your homework. You know, your mindset's going to kick in here a little bit to say, well, I don't know. I'm not sure, right? Like Anna was saying, you should loudly be able to notice now those thoughts are not real and they're not serving you. Okay. It's self-sabotage. So I want you to ditch that stinking thinking. Okay. I want you to say, tell yourself a new story. I am awesome. I'm going to help people. I will show up. Okay. I am committed to seeing this through. I'm committed to making this work. I'm committed to this being successful. Successful people don't say, I'm going to try, I'm going to give it a go. You know, I've got a little bit more time and then I'm quitting. You know, I'll have people who say, this is it. You're my last chance. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not a lifeline. I'm not a raft. I'm a human. Okay. I'm a coach and you get to make your own decisions. And when you make the decision to decide to cut off all other options, which is the root of decide, you will decide that you will keep going until you are successful. This isn't like one toe in the water work here. We're talking about empires. It can be a small empire. It can be a huge empire. Okay. At the end of the day, to be successful, you have to make the commitment. You will keep going until you are successful. And when you have that kind of determination and tenacity and energy around it, that's when you become successful. Not, well, I like what she said, I'm going to try it. Like, what does that even know? Okay. We got to go all in. So if you're committed, you commit to yourself first. You have to commit to yourself first, right? If you're committed, put I am committed in the comments in capital letters. I am is self-identity. I am committed. You're just going to say it right now. And then tomorrow or next week, you're like, what was she talking about? I remember there was a training. I don't know. That's not commitment. That's crap. You're literally, what happens is, you guys, I'm just going to say it, is you say you want something, right? You're like, this is the life you want. And then you're here, right? And you're like, this is what you want. You look at all these, I'm committed. You guys want this. This up here is commitment. What you are committed to is right up here. And then what happens is you get, not motivated, or you're in a bad mood and you're like, you don't feel like it. That phrase right there, you remove that from your vocabulary. I don't feel like it. Okay. So you don't feel like it. So you don't do it. You know what happens? This right here, this huge gap between what you said you wanted and how you're showing up causes disrest, unease, disease. It causes self-sabotage, procrastination, drinking, shopping, overeating, right? Fights with your husband, snapping at your kids. All of that is because you're not showing up how you said you were going to show up and you feel it. So let's stop that. That's self-sabotage. Let's just kick that to the curb. We say we're committed. When we don't feel like it, we do it anyway. That's what gold diggers do. They do it anyway. If you say you're going to work on XYZ, you work on XYZ. You know what time I stayed up till last night? I'm not going to tell you. And I am committed to what I said I was going to do last night. We had the wedding. Okay. We got home really late. And little girls, we got to get them off to bed, right? Lots of things happening, preparing for today. I also have other obligations. Do you think I wanted to stay up late last night working on things when I was just on all day on camera and then went to a wedding and had to meet a bunch of people, right? And manage the children that are tired. But you know what? I'm committed. and I'm committed to you, I'm committed to my team, I'm committed to our students, our community, I show up. That's what a goal digger does. So if you really are a goal digger, then you are committed and you follow through. If you just do just that, don't even worry about anything we talked about with logistics of personal branding. If you just shift it into, it doesn't matter what I feel like, it matters what I committed to, it will change your life. I'm positive. Okay. All right. Told you it's feisty week. All right. Brainstorm. What solution am I offering my members? So that's also in your homework. So just go back to your notes on your pain points and focus on those solutions in your Facebook group. A really good thing you guys can do is one of the entry questions. You can ask them when it comes to money, when it comes to business, when it comes to health, when it comes to time management, what's your biggest struggle? Whatever people tell you, use those answers to create content. Okay. The next paragraph says, offering valuable content daily will keep my group engaged and allow me to nurture them from a cold lead to a hot prospect. Offering valuable content daily will keep my group engaged and allow me to nurture them from a cold lead to a hot prospect. Okay. How many of you did not know me or the Goal Digger, my team? You didn't know us before this week. And by today, you feel like you know me. When I say me, you're seeing me, but it's my whole team behind the scenes, right? How many of you feel like you know me now? You're like, if you saw me, you'd come up and hug me because you're like, I know her. It's Kimberly, right? That's what you can create with your audience. That's powerful. It doesn't matter how big your audience is now. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're talking to the same 10 people. You can change that today, okay? So this next section, because we're getting into sales, we're going to shift gears a little bit and move outside of the Facebook group, okay? So you can, oh, hey, Pamela, I didn't see her on Insta. So talking about Facebook groups, Pamela Taylor has a Facebook group with 48,000 members in it. I know her. She's my friend. Okay, so outside of the group, put in your notes, this next section, we're getting out of the group, okay? The whole point, I hug people. Does anyone else like that? Like you just like hugging just whoever, like your neighbor, whoever, your massage therapist, just anybody. Let's hug. Okay. The whole point of personal branding is to get leads into your inbox. When we stop selling and start serving, we can ask great questions in Messenger. By uncovering a pain point, we can offer a solution utilizing permission marketing. Okay. So what we want to do is with personal branding, we want to attract people to us, right? We want to get leads into our inbox. And then we can ask great questions. We can qualify. We can get to know people. We can uncover those pain points and really build relationships. Okay. And we can offer solutions utilizing permission marketing. So if you're getting crickets, you're getting ghosted, you are getting flat out no's, you're probably asking too soon. Okay. Write that down. You're asking too soon. And teach your people that too if you have a team. They're asking too soon. Because I don't knock on wood. I mean, I don't need to knock on wood. It just is what it is. I don't have that happening. Why? I used to when I first started, before I started learning how to do this. Yeah, I definitely did. I was told like, go message, 50 people a day or whatever it was. And it was just, I'd maybe get one who said, sure, I'll take a look at what you have. And I would be so excited, right? They were not qualified or somebody I'd want to work with, but I was like, I have a human that has a pulse that's responding, right? But when I started learning this and qualifying and asking questions and really caring about people, what they were going through and how I could help them, I absolutely will tell someone, oh, I'm not the right fit for you. Like come over. I do know a lot of people. I'm very well connected. Obviously, I just with being on social media, I will be able to find someone that's a good fit for you. Okay. To help you with whatever. We've actually had to, in the past, we've had people where we've referred them out to work with a therapist because I'm not a therapist, right? I've done a lot of, different certifications and things, but I'm not a therapist. There's times when we refer people out to a therapist. So we will tell you if something is not the right fit for you, if we recommend someone else. That takes complete service. Okay. You're taking yourself out of the equation and asking yourself what's best for this person. you want to do the same thing too when you're talking to people. Okay. So permission marketing is where you get permission to market your product or service to someone. And you can say things like, if you want to move forward with these products, I can make a recommendation. Would you like me to do that? Right. Or based on what you shared with me, I have a few things I think that can help you. Can I send that over? Always asking and getting permission. Okay. Driving leads to Messenger. Number one, you want a CTA to grab your freebie. Okay. So the first way to drive leads to Messenger out on social media is have a call to action for people to grab a freebie from you. Okay. Don't put the freebie there. You can actually use this opportunity to share the freebie in Messenger. And let me walk you through that. Okay. So you're just going to do a curiosity post, story, reel, something on social talking about your freebie. Okay. So say you have a freebie. We're not going to train on freebies right now, lead magnets, but let's say you had a lead magnet that was, we'll use Patty's example with the walking, 5 ways to get those 10,000 steps in every day. Okay. Let's just say what your freebie was all about walking. And you did a post that said, hey, I just put together my 5 favorite ways to get 10,000 steps in every day. I've consistently hit that number for 30 days straight. And it's changed my life because I feel so good. I have energy and I've noticed my jeans are a little looser. Okay. If you want it, let me know. And then people say, I want it. Okay. And Patty, we'll use Patty as the example. Patty's going to go into Messenger and she's going to say, Steph, I saw you wanted to grab my 5 ways to get those steps in every day. Here it is, or I'm going to send it over. Also, tell me a little bit about you. Like, why is this important to you? Are you getting back into being active, or have you found yourself kind of sitting a lot and you're looking to be moving around more? Like, what's motivating you to get more steps in? And she might say, yeah, I said, because Steph works a team digger, she might say, yes, I'm behind the computer too much. So yes, I would love to get those steps in. And now Patty knows, oh, cool. Like Steph works from home. Awesome. And maybe she can tell her more about what she has to offer. Okay. So taking it to Messenger is really cool. Now, eventually when you have a lot of leads coming in, you can just share the link and tag them on it and let them opt in. But when you're starting out, I love the idea of you guys working on getting people to Messenger so you can get really comfortable with conversations in Messenger, build relationships, and start to get your core group of people. Okay. Number 2 is prospects viewing your stories. Another way to drive leads to Messenger is through prospects viewing your stories. Okay. So this is the thing. People always ask this question. Are they all leads? Everybody on social that interacts with your content in any way is a lead. So if they view your stories or react to a post and they're not qualified yet, though, what that means is we don't know if they're a true prospect. So we have a prospecting tracker board for you. It's our Gold Digger Trello board for prospecting. And wondering, Steph, if that's possible to put in the homework guide. Forgot to ask you about that one as well. Sorry about that. So we have a prospecting Trello board, and on it, the first column is leads. The next one is prospects. So a lead is anybody who comes into your world that could be a prospect. A prospect is someone that you've gone into Messenger, you've asked a few questions, you know they're qualified. Okay, that's simple. Because someone could be a lead and then you talk to them and they're in your same company and you're like, oh, never mind, right? Okay, that's important. Number 3 is new friend request. New friend request. So how do you drive leads to Messenger? Through new friend requests. So if you're friending them or they friended you and now the friendship has been accepted. I don't friend people until they accept my friendship. That's just my kind of rule to filter people out because of the volume of people that I reach out to and connect with. And you can message them right away as soon as you send the friend request if you want to. I just like to wait because it's kind of like, the ball's in their court. I'm throwing the ball to them with a friend request. And if they accept it, it's kind of like they're throwing it back to me. Okay. So with a new friend request, you can do something like this. You could say, hey, Anya, thanks for accepting my friend request. I'm excited to get to know you better. I saw that I was checking out your social content and it looks like you're also an entrepreneur. And it looks like you've been in the direct sales space for a really long time. That's awesome. I'd love to get to know you better. Tell me a bit about yourself. So she's going to know that I actually went to her profile. I went and looked at her post. I read her stuff. I'm taking a minute to get to know her before I come into Messenger. But do you notice I didn't come in saying, hey, Anya, it looks like you're an entrepreneur. Are you open to multiple streams of income? She's like, what is happening? I mean, who's gotten that message lately? It's just so 2017, y'all. Stop it. So Anya says, oh yeah, I've been in direct sales for over 15 years. I'm a multifaceted entrepreneur. I do all kinds of things. And she's telling me about herself. Most likely she's going to say, what about you, Kimberly? But if she doesn't, I'm still going to go next because it's Messenger, right? It's not like we're on the phone. So when she's done telling me about herself, it's my turn. Okay. Remember, relationships are give and take. It's exchange of value. So she shares and then I share. So I'll say, that's so awesome. That's really, man, 1 year in network marketing is like 10 years in corporate, right? So you've been doing this for a long time. It's super cool. That's actually really cool because I work with entrepreneurs like you that have, now for her, I could easily guide her into say coaching, but let's say from a network marketing point of view, I could say to her, that's really cool that you've been doing it for a really long time. Now, I know you said you're already in network marketing, but are you open to multiple streams of revenue? Like, is that something that you can do? Because she might be open to looking. She might say, yeah, I love to see other things out there for sure. Okay. The other thing is, even if Anya was a network marketer, she's in her company, she's happy where she is. Could she be a customer for me? Yes. So you have to kind of navigate based on your offerings. Okay. So I could say to her, that's really cool. I'm a network marketer as well. I'm with a health and wellness company. Have you tried these products before? And I'll give her the name of the company. Have you tried these products before? Not have you heard of it, but have you tried them? And she might say, no, I haven't. What is that? Because we've built rapport. We've built a relationship. I've asked about her. Remember, some will, some won't, so what? But that's a way to warm up a lead really fast and go ahead and kind of ask them right away about what they do. Okay, number 4. And by the way, I am giving you a lot of information very quickly. We do go much slower in our programs. I would spend probably a whole video on what I just told you. Okay. So all the videos are short, but I would go through many scenarios and I have like a whole graph for it. So just know if you're like, whoa, this is a lot of information. It is a lot of information. I wanted to give you as much as I could in a short period of time because we don't do these very much, like I said. Okay. So take that to heart. Number 4 is welcoming new Facebook group members. Welcoming new Facebook group members, okay? When you get new members into your group, I would love to see you get to a point as part of your DMO of what you're doing every day is to shoot them a message and say, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for joining my group. I'm so excited to have you in here. I want to make sure that I'm supporting you in the best way possible. What's the biggest focus in your business right now? Like, where do you need the most support? And Sarah's like, definitely recruiting and getting leads. Great. I'm going to go to the guide section. I'm going to tag her on those videos and get her starting to digest that content. Okay. But we want to serve our new members for sure. And then also another way to drive leads to Messenger is to connect with members of other groups. Just for time's sake, I can't teach you my way of getting into someone else's group and getting leads in the way that won't get you kicked out of the group because that happens a lot. And once you get it down though, you can go into Facebook groups and you can show up, build value, offer value, be known, let people see you. Like you're just going to find a few groups that you love, which will be part of your homework. And then when you start to build relationships with people in there, you can friend them. And you don't want to do it all in one day. You want to give it some time, but you can actually reach out to them in Messenger. Okay. You don't want to go poach them or anything like that, but you can go and say, hey, like, what do you do? Let's connect. Let's collaborate. How can we support each other? And they might ask you what you do, or they're going to see your content on your wall. Okay. When you have new friendships, remember those people are going to see the stuff that you're posting on your wall. Okay. Let's talk about conversations to conversion and closing those sales. Over time, I will build up my know, like, and trust factor. 90% of buyers need more time or more information before making a purchase or joining a business opportunity. Okay, let me repeat that. Over time, I will build up my know, like, and trust factor. 90% of buyers need more time or more information before making a purchase or joining a business opportunity. Consistency will be my secret sales weapon. Ooh, write that down. Consistency is everything, okay? Think about it for your network marketing company, or if you're a coach, or even for those of you that you've done our challenges before, our masterclasses. You'd usually, a lot of times people need a little bit of time most of the time. Did I just say something? That was really funny what I just said. I feel like that didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like if you're going to go car shopping, you're going to go check out some different vehicles, go into a few different dealerships. You're checking it out before you make a decision. Okay. You usually don't walk in the very first car that you try, you buy, maybe for some of you, but you want to be patient. Okay. You just want to be really committed to consistency. And what happens is a lot of times you will attempt to do something that you're learning and then it won't work right away and you'll get frustrated. So you'll do the stop go. So you're like, I just can't do this anymore. It's not working. Or I'm just so overwhelmed, right? I say that facetiously, but that's what we do. We do the stop go, stop go, stop go. You cannot be successful with that mentality or pattern. It's shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. Just adopt the mantra that hashtag everything is figure outable. You will figure this out. You will figure this out. You will figure this out because you are committed. All right, secret selling strategies. The two key components of the selling process that most miss are closing and following up. Closing, you have to ask for the sale. Okay, you can't do the whole, yeah. So I work with this company. I'm a beauty influencer for this lash company. Oh my, I should be, by the way, because I love lashes, but I'm not. So we'll pretend I'm this beauty influencer for a lash company. I love it. Their stuff is amazing. It's just so great. That's not asking the person if they want to come do your lash business with you. That's not asking for the sale. You have to ask for the sale. You actually have to say, would you like to go ahead and join my team? Would you like to come work with me? Would you like to order these products? You have to ask for the sale. Go back and audit your messages for the last 10 people you've talked to and ask yourself if you clearly asked for the sale. Okay, people are waiting for you to ask for the sale. And then following up is really important. We know the fortune is in the follow-up, but a third of leads are never, ever followed up in. That's the statistic around that. 33% of leads are never followed up on. So that means you can give yourself a 33% pay raise by getting yourself organized, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day, y'all, okay? Keep that in mind. So you got to get yourself really organized. You've got to absolutely be on it when it comes to your lead management. It's what we do daily with our social media marketing that allows us to fill up our sales funnel, convert leads, and build massive momentum with our personal brand online, okay? It's the day in and the day out. There's a book called Magnetic Sponsoring, and he talks about the average network marketer, and you guys, you really can translate this to anything with service-based industries, okay? The principles apply to any business. But in this book for network marketing, he talks about the average network marketer that's getting a business going will hit the momentum and really crush it, start getting it going around the 8 to 12 week mark. The average person quits at 6 weeks. If you go back and you watch your patterns, I bet you've fallen into that category if you've had that happen, okay? It's the day in and the day out, okay? That's how we build that momentum. With our personal brand online, it is that Rome wasn't built in a day. The brand that we've built is taking years to build. So if you're coming in here thinking, you're going to work really hard for a few months and be a millionaire or even a six-figure earner, it doesn't work that way, okay? So you have to keep your eye on the prize and stay focused. And that's why we started with your why on day one, okay? You must ask the question to get to a yes. Then you must follow up like a boss, Just put guilty in the comments if your leads are a hot mess, just so everyone can see that they're not alone, okay? Put that in the comments. Are your leads a hot mess? Put guilty in the comments, okay? So we have the Trello prospecting tracker in the homework that will help you, and there's a tutorial in there. The thing is that is representing your brand and your business. Guilty. And it's not guilty to feel bad. It's guilty to say, shoot, man. So you're saying if I get my ish together, I could actually do this thing? Yes, that's what I'm saying to you. If you get your ish together and you start treating this business like the business it can be, you're going to have business boss freaking epic results compared to this, whatever you got going on right now. Okay. I love that. Anna, by the way, is guilty, but getting better. Okay. Guilty, but getting better, right? It's a process. We don't just magically become organized, but it's that commitment level. I remember the first company I built with, I would let leads slip through the cracks. Somebody would comment on something and I wouldn't capture it. And then later I'm like, where'd that person go? I've come to the point where I never leave a lead behind. What I mean by that is I capture every single lead. I use Trello. It just works for me. I like it. It's pretty. And you can use whatever you want, but no lead left behind. Okay. Because my friend asked me 7 times to do her business. What if she would not have followed up with me? I wouldn't even be here right now teaching this. I mean, that's just weird to think about. Okay. All right. So for your homework, I want to mention our bonus alert. We are throwing in a bonus training for you guys. I'm so excited. So we'll have a Q&A Zoom tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central for those of you taking a look at our programs. We'll do a deep dive. I'll go into everything for you, 11 a.m. Central on Zoom. Okay. Monday, mark your calendars. Monday at 2 o'clock Central, we are doing a bonus training, branded stories that stop the scroll. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to make your stories look awesome. Oh, hello. That was weird. Sorry, Instagram. So I'm going to teach you how to get your stories looking awesome, because there is an element of power when your stories can look branded and just look sharp and on point, right? But you're probably wondering how to make them, right? And we'll talk about what kinds of stories and all of that. So branded stories that stop the scroll. We're going to do a bonus training on Monday at 2 o'clock Central. And then all the videos, all the Facebook Lives are coming down at Tuesday night at midnight next week, Tuesday night at midnight Central. If you bought VIP or you're doing VIP, it's $27. So just put VIP in the comments if you want it. You get all the recordings of everything. So don't stress out about that. But if you're not doing VIP, it's all coming down. Also, our programs are closing, and then these investment levels we've offered to you will be going away. So right now, our bonuses, if you enroll before we close this down, you're going to get the in-person experiences, program specific, our six-figure breakthrough mastermind in Austin, Texas, or you can come to the beach with us for our beach retreat for Ignited Life Coaching. You're also getting branding packages depending on which program you're doing. Okay, so $10,000 to $40,000 value. Like, do not let this pass you by. Okay, and then we'll have the Q&A Zoom, like I said. Hashtag day 3 homework is going to have the manifesto there. That's where you can grab that. I'd love for you guys to get that and share it out there. Well, it's kind of for you, so maybe don't share it, but share that you finished the masterclass. So I'm going to challenge you guys, instead of taking a picture of me, which I appreciate you guys, I would love for you to take a picture of yourself working at your desk or working from home, even if you're at a coffee shop, and you've got, you're on your phone. Take a picture holding, with you, and you've got your coffee or whatever. Like, show people you in the day in the life of. Show people behind the scenes. Let them see. But take a selfie of some sort and say, and there's cool filters and all kinds of things if you're like, I just rolled out of bed, that you can make a great story out of it. But let us know you finished the masterclass and we'll tag you in it, or we'll shout you out. Just make sure to tag me at the Goal Digger Girl. Okay. Hashtag day 3 homework. Complete the following and drop your results in the homework feed, because we are checking those. If you haven't noticed, myself and the team have been on your homework like white on rice. Okay. Here are your action items. Choose your group type and create a group or refresh one. Okay. And so you've got, just get this done before we close everything. So you have now till Tuesday to get this done. I know that's going to take a little bit of work. So the type of group, right, is going to be health and wellness group, a walking group, a home decor makeover, reinvent old things into new things group. Okay. The next action item is be clear on the solution you are offering. Okay. Be really clear at this point. You should be clear on the solution you're offering. So it could be home plant-based remedies to counteract inflammation for those that have autoimmune diseases. Like, I'm talking so specific where people are like, oh, I go to her for that, right? You want to be really clear on the solution you are offering. Also, action items is to friend request 20 new people, your ideal avatar. So make sure you're requesting people who are your ideal avatar. If they accept your friend request back, I would practice talking to them. Join one to three Facebook groups so you can start to get in there and just, get to know people, and make groups that you choose to join, ones that you would join anyway. Okay. So don't be thinking, ooh, I'm going to go join this lash lounge because I sell lashes. Like, no, if you really love, vegan recipes and you join a vegan recipe group, go join the vegan recipe group because you love it. Okay. And then also, we are going to be doing VIP. So if you do want to jump in, you guys can slide in if you still want to, because that's just, I can't help it. So put VIP if you want to. But like Anna said before, you guys, we're not done with our masterclass yet, but I want you to be thinking about this between now and then when we get back together, is that what is going to change in your life and in your business to change your life and your business? Instead of you going and having to figure out all of this, I mean, this is a lot what we're teaching you, and this is just a portion of what you're building. Instead of you going out and trying to figure out every single thing that I'm teaching and all the things that I figured out over the last almost 6 years of doing this, let me do that and let me teach you what I've learned. Okay. Me and Wendy, let us teach you what we've learned. Let's take all the guesswork out. Let's make it really simple for you. Let us put our arm around you and say, come on, we got you. Okay. Let us do that for you. Because imagine how quickly you could go and build this business if you had the tools to do it, instead of guessing and watching free trainings and bouncing from one thing to the next, and then waking up Monday going, nothing has changed. Okay. Nothing will change unless you do like we said. So come learn from us and absolutely say yes to yourself. Saying yes to yourself is absolutely the best investment that you could make in yourself. Okay. So I wanted to close with that, but I'll see you guys in the Q&A Zoom tomorrow or at 2:00 Central on Monday for our bonus training, which I'm really excited about. So Team Goal Digger, we're not done yet, but thank you guys so much as well for all your help behind the scenes. And as always, until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon, guys. My company is called The Goal Digger Girl, and we serve female entrepreneurs, teaching them how to use social media. So simple systems, online strategies, and sales and marketing. So really anyone who wants to be able to take their brick and mortar online or maybe scale their business, monetize their personal brand, we teach them exactly how to do it through social media. For me personally, I was a selfish reason to come onto social. I was flying all over the country. I was doing weekend events. I was missing my kids. I just was missing all the things. And I thought, gosh, if I could do this from my cell phone, that's going to allow me to have that time freedom. So that's why I got on. But when I started having these different niches, different industries of women coming, I realized anybody can sell on social. Anyone can build a business. As we've seen, we really don't know what the future looks like. So being able to pivot and take your maybe brick and mortar offline and add an online dimension can be so powerful for anyone. The ultimate mission is to allow women to own their voice, own their worth, and know that they can make a difference. If we can ignite a fire in others, then they're going to show up differently. They're going to show up as a different wife, a different mom. And that starts to impart that, change in a community. And with social media, I mean, you literally can impact people all around the world. So what kind of gets me out of bed in the morning and keeps me up late at night is this drive that I have to ignite the fire in others, to inspire change, lasting change for themselves, their families, their communities, and eventually, I really think we can change the world. For those that are wanting to know more about what we do and how they can get into our community, head to our website, thegoaldiggergirl.com, and you're going to see a spot to enroll into our free community and come hang out with us. We have content. I do brand new trainings in there every single week. We have guest trainers. And then follow me anywhere on social for new content. I am literally on every platform. You can find me at The Goal Digger Girl on Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, wherever you're hanging out. I'd love to connect with you. Definitely shoot me a DM and say hello.